Oh, perfect.
That kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Bože blagosloví Ameriku. And ciao, y'all.
Ciao, y'all. That's Rachel from Croatia singing God Bless America, and I declare world peace in Croatian. Let's go from Croatia to another third world country where the pavement ends and the dirt begins, the home of the longest continuous burning tire fire in the continental United States, where people still have one-way streets but they're dirt. It's Silver Springs, Nevada. We have Aaron. Hey, Aaron. What's up?
Hey, you know what? I am actually down here in Carson City this morning. I'm in the legislature compound or yard or whatever you want to call it next to the Capitol building. And it is gorgeous. The weather coming over, just fantastic weather today. It's going to be a great, great day. Hey, for in the organic Farming 101 series, Petaluma Seed Bank tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. They're going to be talking about berries and organic pest control methods. If you need more information on that, 707-773-1336, and they'll tell you about it. A wrap-up of the Food Revolution Summit. What? I mean, just a bevy, plethora of information. It was unbelievable, everything that came out. But the four biggest things that I took away from this, and it was a reoccurring theme: knowledge. We need to educate ourselves on this GMO issue. We need to know the difference, and we need to demand more from our elected officials here in the United States. As Cory Booker said, people aren't stupid. They're just being fed the wrong information, and they're being fed disinformation. The Monsanto propaganda machine is huge, and it has a very long arm. And we need to take a little more time sometimes and read, do a little more studying. The second issue, and this was a reoccurring theme with all the doctors that were speaking, nutrition. Doctors are not trained in nutrition when they're going. And a couple doctors said maybe, they should petition the AMA or something to change the curriculum so doctors understand a little more about nutrition. But a lot of doctors, especially some of the oncologists that were there, one of the guys, and this, you know me, I normally do strawberries every year, and because of the changes we're doing, I didn't do them this year, but this one doctor, he liked strawberries. He found out strawberries had some cancer properties and cancer-fighting properties and antioxidants. He started eating a pound of strawberries every day.
Wow.
After about 30 days, check this out, after about 30 days, his prostate cancer started going in remission. It didn't progress. 6 months later, he was cancer-free. He had no more prostate cancer.
Was he still eating a pound a day?
And he was eating a pound of strawberries a day. And think about this. A pound of strawberries it sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
It's about $3, folks. 30 days a month, $3 a day, $90 a month. This doctor got rid of his prostate cancer without chemicals. And that was very important. Chemicals, berries, legumes, all this kind of stuff. Your diet is very important. Look at holistic remedies. And here's the thing, I don't know if anybody knows this, many people know this. Every herb on this planet has two properties. One is holistic and one is culinary. Even rosemary. When we think of rosemary, we think of a nice pork loin, rolled in rosemary and some garlic or something. The reality is that rosemary also has calming properties for stomach ailments and crampings and stuff like that. So every herb out there, and I'm going to try to start doing a little more on the herbs with the blog that we have and putting more information out there. Will strawberries work for you if you have prostate cancer? We don't know. Every body is different. Some people are allergic to strawberries, so it's one of those things you have to have a conversation with your doctor. The third issue, industrial farming. And what I mean by industrial farming, since the 50s, there's been chemicals in farming. And I'm sorry, but to have 6 chemical companies dominating our agriculture industry in this country, shame on every politician, especially Mark Hamadeh, that voted in favor of them. I'm sorry, but that is insane. Consequently, and back in the 50s, a guy named Donald E. Lewis, he's out of West Virginia, he started looking at this chemical farming kind of thing versus organic farming, and he did some experiments. He wrote a book a while back, Learned by the Fence Post. If you're into organic farming and you want to understand some stuff, this guy made it really easy. It's like a 75-page book. Get the book. It's a couple dollars. It'll help you out. But keep in mind that with the chemical farming, the carbon doesn't go back into the dirt. It comes up in the atmosphere. Consequently, we hear global warming, greenhouse gases, etc. That is because you're putting a chemical in the soil and it releases into the air. It doesn't go back into the ground. You're not using organic material to rebuild the soil and the microbes that are so important. And of course, now with the glyphosate, we're finding soil doesn't have any trace metal minerals in it anymore. If there's nothing in the soil, it's not in the food. Consequently, it doesn't get into our bodies where we need it. And that glyphosate is something that we have to watch. The fourth issue, consumer power. That was, I don't think anybody that spoke on these issues did not say consumer power. Consumer power, and we have the power to stop what is going on out there. And right hand in hand with consumer power, whom do your elected officials represent? We the people, we need to start using our votes a little more wisely. It's like I'm saying, Mark Amodei voted against what 90% of the constituents in his district wanted.
Did you see the write-up in the paper this last Sunday about his comments?
No, I did not. No, I did not. I'll have to look it up. What paper was it in?
The Gazette Rag Reno.
Okay, I'm wandering around Carson City today with my brother. We're going to check on a couple of drought conditions in the rivers and stuff because we've had so much rain. But I'm going to go to the library and I'll look it up and see what he said. What did he say? What was?
Well,
he tried to justify his vote.
Yep.
You know what? You can't justify your vote. You're elected. If you're a representative or a congressman or a senator, you are elected to represent our voice, we the people, not what you want to do or not your agenda. That is not why you're in Washington, D.C.
Who are we talking about?
All right, Amodei.
Oh, yeah.
Just read it in the paper and then tell us what you think about what he said. But, I read it and it's just kind of like, it's better than something Reed would say.
I don't know about that, though. I don't know.
But, I mean,
I'll definitely...
He would sit back.
I'll definitely get a look at it. You know me, I'll have an opinion.
Oh, yeah, well, I kind of had an opinion that I didn't want to read the whole article. I started reading it, it's just like, yeah. And he's sitting there,
Well,
and his posture in the picture is just like, he doesn't care. What kills me...
He's been elected to a 2-year term, and he has medical benefits the rest of his life. I'm sorry, he doesn't deserve them.
You know what?
And he doesn't deserve a raise either.
No, but none of that, it's like when the people were voting for these people, when the public's voting for the Senate, or the congressman, even their city council,
Yeah.
they have to think that they are giving those people a position that is a free ride.
Yeah.
It's a free ride for however long they are. I mean, they are getting a free ride. It's like we made Reed rich.
Oh, man.
See what I'm saying?
Well, howdy.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing with all of our elected officials.
Oh, yeah. They come in, and once they're in, try getting them out.
Yeah, you can. It's just like gum on your shoe.
Yeah. Re-election rates
Well, you
like
know what?
90%.
And again, that's where we, the people, as voters, as consumers, we have to start maybe demanding more, maybe expecting, we already expect, but we're not getting what we expect, and we're not getting what we should be getting. So as a people, as we, the people, the voters, the consumers, we need to start making our voices heard. Mickey D's, McDonald's, everything on their menu is made from GMO ingredients. If you don't want GMO ingredients, don't go to McDonald's. It's just that simple. Jimmy Dean. I've used Jimmy Dean sausage for years until last week when I found out they are part of the Monsanto board of directors. I'll never buy that product again, ever.
Yeah.
I will go find a better sausage to use in my biscuits and gravy. It's just that simple, and that is how it gets done. And Dennis, you've been saying this for quite some time.
I've been
don't buy it.
Been consistent that you vote with your pocketbook. I don't want to hear people saying, I don't like this or I don't like that, but then they go buy the stuff from that store or they buy that product because, oh, it's a little bit cheaper. You know, it's crap. It's just plain crap. If you don't like something, don't vote for it. If you don't like the way a store runs its business, don't shop in it. It's as simple as that. I'll never, ever, ever go into I will never go into a Walmart.
I'm with you there.
Never. I will not go in. I do not go in. You can ask my wife walked by one day when we were on the air. I said that, and the other person, it was a different show, said, that can't possibly be true. And I went, hey, sweetie, come here. And she had no idea what we were talking about. He asked her, has Dennis ever gone into a Walmart? And she goes, no, he refuses to. And I do refuse to. I vote with my wallet. You want to make a change? That's how you make a change.
That's and you know what? So everybody knows where I'm actually calling from today. I'm standing in front of Nevada Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. That's where we are today. So a second of silence there for all our fallen law enforcement people and old Kit Carson over there.
All right, I want to hit you with one bit of sports trivia today. Let's see if you get this.
Okay.
Big day in football today. 1969. What happened?
Hottie Bowl.
Joe Namath.
No.
Nope.
No, but you're kind
With
of.
69, Joe Namath would, let me see, wouldn't have Joe Namath have been, we haven't started playing football in 1969 yet.
Well,
yeah, he did.
Television?
They won the Super Bowl in '69. But yeah. But no, you're close. But it's NFL. It's the plans for the NFL AFL merger were completed on this day in 1969. Right. The NFL will consist of two conferences of 13 teams, the AFC and the NFC. The NFL will move three franchises, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh, to the AFC. That happened today in 1969. After that date, all of NFL was now the AFC and the NFC, as opposed to the National Football League and the American Football League.
Wow.
Hey, and while we're on sports trivia, again, Bartolo Colon made history. Did you hear what happened?
No.
Are you ready for this? You guys are sitting down, right?
Yeah.
This is going to blow your mind, Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody snapped a photograph of him hitting the home run. They made a baseball card. Overnight, in 24 hours, it sold 8,122 cards. Nobody, the closest anybody, any card ever sold in a 24-hour period, 1,800.
Yeah. Well, we are out of time, Aaron. I just realized we're 25 seconds from the top of the hour break. Quickly, phone number. Quickly.
775-230-9915. Going to be a gorgeous day, folks. Let's have a great time. Let's all be safe out there.
All righty, that's Aaron from Silver Springs, Nevada. Whew, boy, we've run out of time on hour number 2 here.
Again.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
Don't really care. But this is AM News. Stay tuned. We'll be back for our last half hour.
Yep.